Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 138 of Trials and Trebuchets. I am your very bassy DM today for no particular reason. I'm Luke, and joining me are my players. Please introduce yourselves, players.
Hello, my name is Ben, the not-so-bassy one, and I play the level 7 gnome wizard, Windsor Wallaby, along with his cuddly little companion, Mr. Wiggles.
Meow.
That's the bassy one.
Hello, it's me, Carla, and I play the level 7 Tiefling Roguelock, Integrity, Idleberry. That's it, because I do not have an intro.
Really?
Yeah, because
You spent too much time putting that cool jacket on and lowering your voice?
Yeah, and my bit is the bassiness.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Luke has a special EQ to edit my voice and make it bassier because it's too screechy otherwise, and I play half a part.
This is true.
And I had a whole musical intro written, but I'm recording this in another city and seem to have brought the wrong notebook, so I wrote this ode to my notebook instead. Where did I go wrong? I lost my notes somewhere along on my way back home, and I would have filled up 1,000 tomes if I'd known which book had my notes.
Incredible.
Very good.
Now you're gonna
And
make
only
me
with
cry.
12 seconds of prep, too.
Amazing. Hi everyone, my name is Sam and I played the level 7 human sorceress Saranep Cinderman, and I made an accident. I said my proper intro far too early in the beginning of the arc, so I am once again stating that I am here to fight kids.
Oh my gosh. Fuck yes. I love
kids.
Yes. And last time on
Kids don't
Trials
deserve-
and Trebuchets, the owners of Lemo Wand, etc., entered into corporate warfare with apples, and apples by burning down their fucking tent in a horrible accident where a lemon just happened to roll under the door.
Totally legit.
Afterwards, the Idleberries lodged together in Integrity's room. Winsler had a moment of really intense self-doubt alone in his room, contemplative and speaking to his golem Yogg. Mira got some new cool jewelry, and Saranep got some very dissonant letters from Philip's parents and from her own. And that's what happened last time, folks. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Welcome
It's a
to
new
this
life
day
for
2.
me.
It's a new life. And
good.
so, very quickly, early on in the morning, in the day, this is the wrong notebook.
What is it with wrong
Ooh,
notebooks
what's wrong?
like today?
It's just
Damn
a
you,
vibe,
Ben.
The
man.
running trend.
You speak too fast. I was
Damn
gonna
you,
make the
Ben.
same joke.
You speak
What?
too fast.
Well, sucks to suck,
You gotta
I
say,
guess.
you gotta say the lines way faster than that if you want to beat me. Okay, all right, fucking rein it in, okay, jokesters, chill out.
Okay. Sorry, Dad.
So the night passes largely without event, unless any of you had any particularly prescient dreams. Winsler, did you get to bed okay, or were you just up all night tossing and turning and doubting yourself and spiraling? Really?
No, probably not a lot of that.
Okay.
Maybe he gets up at like 2 a.m,
Okay.
like I do sometimes, and then I
Yeah.
just like try to sleep again.
You're 59 years old. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think if you were to wake up late at night or early in the morning, as it were, you would see that your parents did make their way to your room. When you slept, they were not here. It seems that they were out in some way enjoying the night, whatever that means for
Somewhere.
old
Jumped in a
dwarven
fountain.
farmers on a magical campus. But they've made their way home and they have like a pull-out little straw mat that they have. As well, it looks like that was taking up a little bit of space in those 2 huge duffel bags, but the rest of it is largely snacks for you. And so you can go about your morning and try to get some sleep. Are you going to do any planning for the duel later this day, Winsler Wallaby?
Nah.
Okay, cool. You're just going to fuck around for a
Yep.
while. Okay, cool. Anything specific? Just for flavor? Just for the fun of it?
Maybe get into one of those duffel bags full of snacks.
Okay. There is a All right, team minus Ben. What's a delicious dwarven snack that his parents would? What's like the premium dwarven snack, like the top tier dwarf snack?
Rice crackers, like those really big rice crackers in like a
Ooh.
kind of a spicy soy glaze.
Okay. What are they called?
Firecrackers.
They're
Oh.
called firecrackers.
Hey, I like
And so
that.
there's some delicious little firecrackers in there. You can munch down on those. There's probably 50 pounds of fucking food.
Holy
Like
shit.
straight up. It is so much. It
Damn.
might go bad before you get through it all.
Oh
Well,
no!
you better
I hate it
share.
when that happens.
You better share.
I'm gonna have to. I might as well bring some with me.
Okay, cool.
Or you can just throw like snacks at people during the fight.
Not a bad
Distract
idea.
them.
I'll take
That
a
was
bag of
literally the plan
firecrackers
from our
with
first
me.
duel. Now we're doing it.
I'll keep that in
Okay.
mind.
As for the rest of you, the morning comes. If you would like, we can just futz around a little bit here and do some brief, broad strokes as we are a bit pushed for time to paint in a abstract way. Integrity, your family awakes, or your mom at least wakes up
Yes.
and has like a quick cup of tea in your room with you while your two young siblings sleep away. What plans and when did you want to meet her? Like, and like bring the whole team along to meet your mom because she wanted to get food with you guys sometime.
Yes. Well, my assumption is that my friends will be at the at the dining hall at some point during the morning because
Okay.
that's like the typical quickly
Yes,
grab
that's
breakfast.
typically when you eat. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just anticipate that they will be there and we can talk lunch plans.
Okay. Perfect.
But before that, like I will ask my mom if I can give them a tour of the place before we
Ooh.
prepare, go to the store,
Mhm.
and get my siblings' souvenir, Wildcliff souvenir.
Okay. So we see this as a montage. You bring your mom around campus. Are there any particular sites that you show her?
Oh, so I'm going to bring her to the tree where, okay, mom, so you're going to meet Mira, and this is where Mira sang to win the heart of Delnis. You'll
Okay.
probably meet her too. And then I also want to bring her to the bookstore. I want my siblings to pick out some onesies, like twin onesies, and
Okay.
hats.
Now, in place of onesies, there is canonically established small, almost wizard robes with little
Yes.
hats.
Yes.
Those are available, and they are like children's pajamas. If you'd like, you can spend 10 gold and buy both of your siblings some pajamas.
Okay, I would like to buy them those robes. Does it come with a hat as well, or is that a set?
Oh, absolutely. It's like a little blue hat with stars on it.
Okay, perfect.
Um,
So
yes.
I want
Okay.
like a full do of sleepwear wizard clothes, please.
Okay. So you do this, you give your parent a tour and your little siblings a tour.
Yes.
You get them some cute little wizard costumes, or pajamas, and you bring them around, showing them very plain Jane sights and being like, this is an important thing that happened here. Stuff like that. You bring them to the bathroom or like the lobby of the divination building, and you go, and this is where we figured out that we had to go into the bottom of the campus to fight. No, would you talk about that? Would you tell you? Okay, sorry. That's an interesting story. I kind of like am stumbling here for a moment. Would you be telling your mom about the more fantastical events this semester?
Some
Integrity.
of them, okay. Maybe I would tell her, oh, this is where we got stuck, and there was this creepy thing whispering to my friends about burning something.
Okay.
Fun.
Oh my God.
I think I would tell that. So like giving her a tour of the kitchens.
Okay.
But I'm not going to bring her down to the what's the word, like where the orbs were. I'm not going to bring
like
her
the
to
second
that.
hatch?
So just the ones where it wasn't really like big danger, but
Okay.
enough to like show her that I am learning and that I am someone to be proud of.
Make a persuasion check then.
Ooh. 21. I got
Okay.
21.
you get an overwhelming sensation of just like a warmness from your mom. She seems very happy to see you so enthusiastic about this all.
Yes.
And we then drift into, as you make your way back to dining hall, where all the rest of your friends are. It's very busy and bustling in here. It's still early in the morning. The Idleberry clan woke up quite early in the day to go do their early campus tour. Can't be doing it when there's crowds around. You never know what the kids will get up to.
Yes.
But that is
Those
to say,
rowdy kids.
the other three, Mira Marchand, Sereneth Cinderman, and Winsler Wallaby, you're all here in dining hall. And you see Integrity walk in, accompanied by a taller woman who, Sereneth, I think that you would be able, I think you have enough like self-awareness to recognize when someone looks similar or like familiar, right?
Like in the sense of, oh, I've seen their picture, or oh, I've seen this person in real life before.
Oh, I think a mix of the two, right? There's a lot of traits that look similar to even yourself, like looking at yourself in mirrors. There's like, oh, we have like the same like brow ridge and stuff like that, right? Or the height even, and like the facial features just seem very strongly just very strong blood, right? If that makes sense. And you see this woman trailing behind Integrity, pulling two young kids by the hands. One is a little tiefling boy, stuffed in a little tight sweater with some shorts on. The other is a young little human girl who looks very similar to Integrity, just not orange of skin with any horns. Very just human girl, and also wearing those shorts and a sweater. But anyways, all that to say, the four of you are here in dining hall. Is there anything specific you chat about?
Hey guys, meet my mom.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you, Mrs. Idleberry.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. And then she'll look at you, Winsler, and say, we met last night. How are you doing? What was your name? She'll look back at you, Mira.
Oh, Mira Marchand. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's so nice to meet
She's
you.
the one that sang for her girlfriend. They're girlfriends now.
I remember. You told me the story like 5 minutes ago.
Okay,
Um,
sorry.
How are all of you doing? Are your parents here? Have you seen your parents around? She says, not reading the room, I guess.
My parents are still sleeping back at my dorm. But I brought some snacks with me if anybody wants to try some.
I immediately grab like whatever snack is in Winsler's hand.
What is that?
So this is called a firecracker. I don't know if any of y'all have had any one of these before.
Will it
But
explode
it's
in my
like-
mouth?
I don't think so.
No, they don't explode. But they're a really nice, like, light rice cracker covered in a nice, like, soy glaze.
Ooh.
It's very simple, but it's a top tier snack.
Yeah, I'll try
I've
At
that.
gotta
least in
try
my
that.
opinion.
Crunch
Winsler,
on
can
it.
you give me a perception check,
Uh-oh.
please? And thank you.
Uh-oh.
Is Winsler not allowed to give away snacks?
Immediately.
We brought you a bunch of snacks. And you have to eat all
5.
of them. A 5? Okay. You feel an overwhelming presence, but you do not know from where it is coming.
Cool. I guess.
You just feel like something somewhere nearby has strong feelings. But anyways,
Oh,
Integrity's mother will clear her throat and or she'll wait for the four of you to like be handing things around, and then she will say, clearing her throat a little bit, and say, I was wondering if the four of you wanted to get some food with us sometime while we're here, and you could bring your parents along as well. It would be a nice time, and we could all just get to know one another.
Sereneth shrinking into her seat.
Like the entire time, the thought process of like, oh yeah, we're gonna meet everyone's parents, and then
Yes.
seeing my like, what would this be, my cousin once removed or something like that on the family tree?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like seeing them and being like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, I recognize some of my features on them, and then realizing I don't know if I can say who I am because
Yes. And you're
they
still
might
in,
know what happened and I don't.
Yeah. and you're still like dressed up in a way to like mask the hair and in largely just like conceal yourself more than regularly too. So
Yeah.
you're at the advantage there in that she doesn't seem to have taken note of who you are, Serenep. Not that you're even certain she knows who you are, though.
Oh no, she's not. She's like the second that like, oh yeah, food. Like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna eat this very slowly and not say.
I'm just gonna hold this
anything.
in front of my face.
Yep, this is delicious. Wow, look at that light reflecting off of it. This is
I've never
great.
seen you eat all that like that fast, Serenep.
I'm just really hungry today.
Well, I'd love to get dinner with y'all. I could tell my parents, and maybe we could have a little get together, and that might be
Yes.
fun.
It would be delightful, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
mine aren't here yet, but when they do arrive, that sounds nice.
Okay.
It's a great idea.
Okay, so
I agree. It is a great idea.
so we can go
Stop,
tonight
please.
sometime. Does that work for everyone?
Well,
I was looking at the schedule. You all have your duel this evening. Maybe we could go sometime after that.
Ooh, that works.
that's probably a good
supposing-
idea because I don't want to
Um,
eat before we play because I might throw up.
You get a full, full
When's
stomach.
We have to do something. A little bit. We have to do something today.
Oh right, I forgot. Yeah.
We should
My-
be able to do. We could do both.
We might be able to squeeze it in. Yeah.
Okay, fit into your busy schedules.
Yeah.
And
We're
she
very
smiles
busy.
at you. She smiles at you in a way that a parent does not believe that like the young people are that busy, right?
Oh,
Oh,
I don't know that look.
Oh no, Ben, you don't.
No, Winslow doesn't.
Okay. Then Integrity's mother is just smiling charmingly at you. She will turn to you, Integrity, and will say, "Okay, so we'll meet sometime after your duel this evening. I'm gonna take these two. We're gonna go see if there's any other stalls on campus that they want to get food from. We're not gonna eat as many sweets as yesterday." And she looks very particularly at your younger sister, Integrity, and will say, "Is there anything you want us to like look for you? Like anything that you had your eye on that we can get for you as like a gift?"
Well, I saw this very beautiful cloak just like across the Lemon, like probably you from the Lemon stand, you go to the right and then you turn left and then you turn right and it's this pink stall that says Ginger's new clothes. And and I saw this cloak. It's magenta and it has these very beautiful speckles and it looks very pretty. I don't know what the price of it is though. But if it's expensive, please don't buy it.
I'll take a look, and if it is a bit pricey, we can find you something else. But I want to leave you guys be. I don't want to impose too much. And just let me know this evening whenever you're ready to go get dinner.
I will. I'll look for you. We're going to plan for our fight now.
Okay.
What an awkward conversation ender.
Be careful, though.
Well, yes, we can't die.
That's all I could ever ask for, I guess. And she will give you a nice hug and a kiss on the cheek, Integrity, and grab your two younger siblings and pull them away. Winsler,
I mean, I hope we don't die.
They
Winsler,
won't
you
let us
see
die.
jammed into the hands of Integrity's younger brother, one of your firecrackers taken from your pocket as he gets pulled away. He just
my
crunches on it.
I don't
Um,
mind. We got a surplus of snacks. I don't
Yeah.
mind.
As soon as they walk away, I feel like Integrity is going to slump and like sort of like let loose and be like, oh my gosh, I love my family so much, but there's just like I never know what to say. I'm always so scared that I will say this wrong thing. I almost said too much earlier.
That's fair. But hopefully dinner with them goes nice. I mean, your mom and siblings seem super nice.
Yeah, they're super nice. I guess there's just like a lot of pressure. I want to make them proud.
Well, we will. we're gonna beat this and we're gonna be awesome and they're totally gonna cheer for you so loud.
Yeah.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
we're going to win, right?
We're gonna come out number 1.
Yeah, and I like put my hand in the middle so we can all do a little
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my hand up. Or put my hand in there.
Hand.
Are we going to do a chant?
Do we have a chant?
Free
in
the
mind? Like,
golems.
No.
You can't steal Syndra's chant.
I think Syndra would be happy if we stole her
Yes,
chant.
I think
she
so.
wants everyone to
Yeah.
have a chant.
Free the golems.
Okay, so you have this little chant. Over and while you eat breakfast and like talk, if you have any strategy, that just you can talk about that, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Or just like things that you wanted to talk about. And over next to the door of the dining hall, I just want to make very clear, there is an abjuration attendant who, on your way out, will insist that you give any last minute items in for abjuration and for warding, and they will bring it to your preparation room in the evocation department. So you can drop off the things which you are dropping off. There's no need to go into extensive detail because you all have very large inventories.
Yes.
Is there any notable things? I know integrity. You were debating bringing your jade dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to?
I am going to bring it with some modifications. Like,
Okay.
yeah. I'll describe it
want to-
later.
Okay. Are you gonna submit orbs, or are you going to leave them in
Why
your
would I bring
door?
my orb? Like, am I planning on throwing that to them?
Oh, I'm not certain.
Like a
Maybe
Pokeball?
Maybe you just didn't want to be parted from it.
You
was
take a
my-
tennis racket and you just throw it up in the air and
Well,
spike it.
No, I thought that
Okay.
we only give them things that we will use to fight, but the orbs,
Anything you're gonna have on you.
anything that, I guess, but I'll put it in a pouch.
Okay, cool. You
I'll
put your
bring my
2
mute
orbs
flute
in the pouch.
in.
Okay, mute flute, and then just your regular lyre, I
Yeah.
assume, right? Okay.
Just my regular
I'm
Cool.
gonna put in my stone of good
Like,
luck.
I haven't tested being
Okay.
away from it, so it might do something if I don't have it
Yeah.
near
The
me.
big things I was assuming was like knives and orbs, musical instruments, fork and stones from
yeah.
Serenep.
Yes.
Winsler, you have 12 billion things.
Yes, I do. I do have 12 million things.
You have literally an encyclopedia of an inventory sheet. He's flipping through it right now, folks. It's literally 12 pounds. What are the notable things you're going to bring with? Or are you just going to bring everything, Winsler?
3 firecrackers.
Okay, that's it.
1 plank of wood.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay, that's it?
That's it.
No,
That's
okay.
it? Nothing else?
That's it.
Nope, that's it.
That's it.
Oh wait,
A plank of wood and 3 firecrackers.
Cool.
Don't
All
ask
right.
me where I got the plank of wood, though.
If there's anything else, you guys can just...
Does Winslow need to register Mr. Wiggles or can he just come?
Last time Mr. Wiggles just was allowed to come. That
Yeah,
would be pretty fucking wild
because
if he
I
had to
don't-
submit his cat.
Yeah, I don't think the rules of like spells count for that because I can just always bring Find
Yeah.
Familiar with me.
He's a
so-
cat. He's a spell, so like you don't have to check spells.
He's more than
right?
just a spell. He's a cat.
Also,
so,
just a quick question about like
Okay,
the
yes.
warlocks list. That one is
Yes.
just like inside the bin, right? Like inside Keep
did you
C.
just call Keepsy a bin?
Sorry.
Holy
Oh my god.
Whoa.
He's a chest.
So rude.
yes.
Inside Keep C. So it's
yes,
not
that
like
is
I
a
actually have
non-tangible
the
item that
list.
you have. Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
You're just a
sounds good.
warlock of the list. The list exists in Keepsy.
Okay.
Anyways.
Perfect. Thank
So, during the day, because we have to go until the evening, everyone give me like a quick and punchy what you did in the day. And unless it's a big scene that you just want to play out, in which case we can fucking do that too.
I think I would like try and meet up with Philip and his mom.
Mm.
We did talk about like
Mm.
meeting up today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least that's what the letter said. So
Yes, it did.
I'm gonna work out. I'm going to
Okay.
spy on like whether our competitors are working out as well and seeing how because from what I understand one of them is in Marshall application.
Arior is
Arior.
in Martial Applications. Yes.
And-
There's a name we haven't heard in a while.
Yes,
Yeah.
he just sits in the back seats of the class. He pays attention, integrity, but you don't know if he's good at it. You don't know anything. I don't know if
Okay.
you've ever spoken to him.
And even no working out. Like I don't know how strong he is or anything.
We can. Okay, how about this? Serenepth, to find and like interact with the Mazels. Could you give me an investigation check? Integrity.
You're about to be. You must first answer these riddles.
The
3
riddles to find the Mazels. Integrity. In order to ascertain whether or not people work out, could you give me an insight check?
Or like how strong they are.
Yes, please.
That is a
14.
plus 2, 21.
Okay. So a 21 for Serenepth and a 14 for Integrity?
Yes.
Okay. Serenepth, you very easily locate the Mazels. They are the three of them seated on a bench overlooking the sights, like looking out of the open maw of Wildcliff, as it were, at a bench at the base of those 8 towers that kind of cut off, like almost act as like a fence from the outside world, if that makes sense. You all know the geography of Wildcliff. It's simple shit.
Yep.
Anyways, they're seated here. You can find them pretty simply. And I think that we see Philip, a young man. He's thin and average height. He has black, curly-ish hair and yellow eyes.
Yep.
He is seated between a man to his left who looks like a slightly heavier version of himself with like grayed hair. It's a bit shorter, much less fashionable, as it were. And then Philip's father, and then seated to his right would be Philip's mother. She also has like this white hair, Serenepth, and just seems to be wrapped in what might be construed as a lot of cardigans, but in reality is very high fashion of many robes and different textures and textiles from all these different fancy places around the world. Because the more texture you have on your clothing, it's just fancy, you know?
So
I wear a
fancy.
robe over top of my robe over top of my robe.
Yes. She
Layers
also has
and
like
layers and layers.
she also has like a whole arm, like forearm full of like bangles. Is that the right word?
Bangles.
Bracelet stuffs, like the big metal ones. You know the ones.
Oh, okay,
Is that
yeah.
called a bangle?
I think it's called a bangle.
Yeah, it's a bangle.
Okay, thank you everyone for helping me out there. Kind of let me fucking flounder for a second. Anyways, they, Serenepth, would turn their heads. They all seem to be drinking small cups of cider, and Philip's father will say, "Oh, hello there, Serenepth. Why don't you come over? We have a whole keg of cider we bought from one of those cider vendors on the campus. It's been so long. You've not really changed that much by the looks of things. Are you doing okay?" Philip had said that you in all the letters that he'd been sending to us all year, he said, "Oh, Serenepth this and Serenepth that." but are you doing okay? You seem a bit on edge, my
Oh,
dear.
It's I'm so excited to see you guys, and just my parents aren't here yet, and so kind of just
Oh,
waiting
yes.
for that.
A storm on the horizon. Best not think about it, if you ask me. They were in a bad mood, or at least your father was. Last I saw him, we got out of there early before we got called to do royal retainer business. Put in those vacation weeks early, if you know what I mean. We just were so excited. And Philip's mother will like put an arm around you and very much be like giving you a nice hug. She's much shorter than you, Serenepth. She's around 5'5"-ish, and is giving you a nice big hug, a warm hug, a warmness your own parents would never afford to you.
Yikes.
Of course, I hug her back with like the same amount of warmth. I love these people so much.
Yes. And she'll go, "Oh, Serenepth, it's been such a lonely year without the two of you around. We went on our regular, 8, 9 different little, sorties from the capital, but it was just so lonely without Philip or without you to accompany us. The wagon's so quiet when it's just David and I.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to plan something over break. That'd be really fun to spend time with you guys again.
That would be wonderful. We were thinking of chartering a boat out into the Emerald's Gleam. It should be warm out there. No winter storms to worry about. Not like we'd have to worry about back in Arrows.
True.
We'd love if you could accompany us, though. We booked 6 or so cabins just for the stuff. But we could easily give you one or
That sounds like a lot of fun.
set up some situation.
I would love to do that, honestly. It sounds like a lot of fun. But how are you guys? I understand you guys have gone on your little trips and everything. That sounds wonderful. How's everything else back home?
Oh, it's the same as usual. Business, business, business. This man's head, that city should do this, blah, tax. It's a very boring life, honestly. I live for the letters that Philip writes us. It's just such a relief to hear about you two having a life outside of this, outside of what we do. I can't say I envy the looming or just the pressure you must feel.
It's definitely something you get used to with my parents, I will say.
You read the letter, right?
I have. I read it last night, actually.
And he'll glance quickly at Philip and then look at you and wink a little bit and say, well, here's to the idea that they don't manage to talk him out of it. Hey?
Yeah.
If you catch my meaning. Was that too and he like points with his thumb at Philip and goes, I don't want to discuss these things. You never know who's listening. And he points very fully at Philip with his thumb, just pointing at his son. Yeah, you never know who's listening. Schmucks like this all around, you know? And like jabs his son in the chest. And you can have a peaceful talk. You can have a cup of cider. You can talk about lesser things and take a load off Serenep, I think.
I think I might, because like, they were talking like, oh, you haven't really changed a lot. I'm like,
yeah.
Yo, you want to see something crazy? And kind of like shows them, like, I think she prefaces it like, I want to explain. There was an incident. No, I wasn't harmed in any way, but it did cause this.
And you like pull the scarf back to reveal your green hair. Still vibrant as ever, Serenep. It does not seem to have faded as much as you had hoped.
It's
green.
I didn't have
It's
enough
green
time.
with your dark roots up top. Philip's mother will like lean in and go, oh, it's great. It looks amazing. Now, back in when I was your age, I think I had different colored hair probably 2 or 3 times a year. It was a great fun, but my parents cracked down on that very quickly. I don't blame you for wanting to hide it, but don't feel that you need to walk around with a pole up your ass around us.
I think that kind of takes down the last little bit of edge that she's been on for the last day.
Yeah.
And she just kind of like completely relaxes and she just starts like laughing and like a little snort comes out of her mouth involuntarily.
Yeah.
Like, she's just like living her best life right now.
I
Just
imagine
ask
it's
them
like
to adopt you.
very nice.
Oh wait, no, they can't do that. They shouldn't do that.
Okay. Meanwhile, while this happens, Serenep, you share cider, you relax, and take a load off in a genuine way that's been difficult for you for a while, I think. Meanwhile, Integrity, scouting out the competition, snooping around. You wanted to know, A, if you see them doing any preparations, and B, if you know anything about them.
Yes.
The team known as Akia, to those in the know.
Yes.
And you rolled a 14 on that insight check,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe to me what the process is that you're trying to snoop, that you're trying to scout?
Ooh. Well, Integrity is going to take advantage of the fact that she's a rogue So during the day, she's just going to sneak to the places where they might be and spying on them.
Oh my god.
And I want there to be
jeez.
like a montage, and then in the background is like music of like spy
Yes.
spy music.
Well, you rolled a 14 on insight. So
okay,
what we
maybe
do
like a
get
very
is-
bad spy music.
Yes, we get very plonky spy music, and we see Angelica and Alina, the duo, meandering around Vendor Village. We see Integrity like drifting from stall to stall in the background, trying to listen in and just get the energy and the read on what's happening. What you do pick up amidst the chatter is a couple of things, Integrity. One, you have an understanding that Kurt and Arior are locked in Arior's room, and they will be until this evening, working on things. You also, while you're like doing that, check off the list, Alina is just like, oh, I'm really nervous. It's gonna be really tough. Like, you saw them during the spring dueling session. They like absolutely, well, not absolutely, but like it was a pretty it was pretty one-sided in one specific, or most of it. And she just like fumbles. Then. And Integrity, as you hear Lena kind of like whimper like this and just be like an uncertain air about her. You do hear very interesting words as they walk away from you and enter. First, you hear Angelica go, oh, well, yeah, I mean, they are pretty tough, and like, the snakes thing. Anyways, look, there's a fortune teller, and like dip into like a fortune telling booth.
This bitch.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Angelica is so bad. Can't keep
Gotta
a
be careful what you
promise.
say around Angelica.
Yes, fair
I'm
enough for
so
those.
telling my friends this.
Yeah, so you get the idea, Integrity, with your
Yes.
14 insight. You have a vague understanding that Kurt and Arior have a plan. Alina's nervous, and Angelica, her brain is not in this right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you do for the day. Winsler and Mira Marchand. Tell me what you do for the day, and we can do this stuff.
I feel like mine's gonna probably be pretty boring. One thing is that I want to put a lot of moisturizer on my arm, on the snake, on the tattoo, so that there's a nice barrier between anything that might hit it in this tournament. And then, yeah, just like soothe it, Make
Soothe,
sure it's
soothe
not,
that
like,
sunburn,
So
yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Tattoo spa.
Exactly. Put some aloe on it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna be like hanging out, probably like talking to Delness, practicing some music before the duel, and I think I'm also gonna be like probably near the courtyard, and I'm just gonna be keeping an eye out because like Wiggles told me about like this weird cat,
Yeah,
and I'm just
Big Stinky.
curious if I see Big Stinky anywhere.
I love this very much. Like, oh, it's gonna be pretty normal. I put moisturizer on my arm and look for Big Stinky, which is like a wild course
As
of
one
events.
does.
That's
Yeah,
normal
obviously.
here.
I forgot the cat's name was
Um,
Big Stinky for a second, and I was like, what?
Normal is a nap.
So, Mira, you're going to be sitting with Delness in the courtyard, the one and only courtyard where there's a big tree, there's benches and such things. You recall weeks and weeks and weeks ago, in a different time before horrible events, this is where you had asked your now girlfriend, then absolutely not girlfriend, acquaintance, if at most,
Friend
to
who was a girl.
come to the Gollum party with you. It's that same clearing courtyard. Give me a perception check, please.
Okay. 12 plus.
Yikes.
What's my perception? 3. 15.
Oh, interesting.
Yikes. Oh.
Interesting. and so, are you talking with Delness about anything while you play your music?
Yeah, I think I would probably just be like talking about the upcoming duel and like, yeah, I mean, like I am just a little bit nervous because, of what happened yesterday. It's not that I think I'm going to lose, because I think that we just kind of have the experience that the other teams just don't really have, but I'm worried we'll win too much, if that makes any sense, and I don't want that to happen.
You're worried you're gonna win. Wait,
I don't want to bite somebody with
oh,
my arm.
I thought. Okay, well, you could just cover it with something. Like I know,
Yeah.
like moisturizer and stuff, but why don't you put a glove on or like wrap it up like
I
a
didn't know
bandage.
That was allowed.
Like maybe you can say
I
you
thought we
burnt
would
it.
have to. Okay. I could say I burnt it. And then it's like, sorry, I didn't register this bandage on time.
Mhm.
I just burnt it on the stove by accident.
And then if you
making
like lose,
pre-tournament
it'll make
food.
it'll make them look bad because they're beating up on a girl who burnt her arm or burnt her hands.
That's true. That's a very good point. Okay. That might work. That might do it.
But can you
That might
even
help.
play your instruments with one hand?
Well, no, but if it's my arm I burnt and my hand is fine, then it's fine, right? I'll just wrap the tattoo area,
Yeah.
right?
That should work. Is that what like causes it to happen?
I don't know. Okay, I think it was like the tattoo being hurt because while I was getting Kurogami on here, it was like over top of the tattoo. And I don't know if it was like that they thought that like I was being threatened, but I think it was like the tattoo was being threatened because she said it's to protect me. It's to protect me, right? But I think it's to protect the tattoo.
But does the tattoo even do anything outside of make the snake?
I mean, I think it lets me talk to, I mean, theoretically, but I guess it's like a sending stone in ink form.
But have you ever been able to contact her with it?
Nope.
Or is it just
Absolutely not.
because there was
Nope.
the time that you passed out in the tower,
the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I have never been able to do any of that. So thanks for that, arm.
She kind of like gazes away and is just seemingly people watching for a moment. And then she'll say, "What about the place that you went when we ate that stuff?
What about it?
Like, is that tattoo thing? Because I went into your head."
Yeah, I don't really know what that was. I mean, just kind of based on everything, I assume that was also to do with that tattoo, but I don't even really know where we were or what was going on there, so I don't really know what it wanted.
Well, that's a shame. Honestly,
Yeah.
like the more that it
Yeah.
leaves you alone is, I mean,
Yeah.
good.
Probably good.
It's
If it doesn't do that thing during the tournament, we'll probably. I told Angelica not to say anything, but it is Angelica, so hopefully she doesn't.
I mean,
I guess you don't.
yeah,
know
I
Angelica,
only met her.
you know,
I only met her
she's-
once.
She's
so.
she's very gossipy.
Oh,
Okay.
Should you cover?
I like her. She's nice. She's just very gossipy. Sorry, what were you saying?
Should you cover it? Get like some sort of permanent thing to go over it so that it doesn't get hurt ever again?
That's a bigger thing to think about. I'll see how the duel goes.
Yeah.
I'll see if it manages to calm down. It didn't do anything when we were after the. Well, I kind of told you about that the thing with the pebbles and anyway. It's been fine before. It just wasn't fine during the tattoo. Should be fine now, I hope.
Mira, so you're talking,
Yes.
you're like tuning your instrument up, you're playing, or maybe you wouldn't be actually because you already handed that in actually. I just thought about that.
But I think I wouldn't. I think I would be playing not like an instrument to fight, but just like
a
to
casual
get my
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. No, musicians only have one instrument. What are you talking about? So while you're doing this and talking, and Delnus is like thinking and talking with you and thinking, you keeping your eyes out for a big fuzzy cat, see a set of eyes watching from a nearby windowsill. The eyes belong to a lazy, elongated cat who is laid out, fluff drifting down like ivy on the stone, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's just a big fuzzy cat, and they are absolutely watching you, tail flicking, and they're just laying in the sun. It's like 50-50 whether or not they're just happen to be here and watching you, and it's just because it's sunny here, or if they're purposefully watching you.
Does this sound like the cat that Mr. Wiggles described to me?
Well, Integrity pointed the cat out to you.
Yeah.
So
You're
yes,
right, you're right.
100%. Yeah, you know this is what the cat looks like.
How long until the duel? Is there enough time for me to go and like
Absolutely, there's enough
go
time.
into the room it's in and
Yeah.
be like, what is the deal with this thing? I think I would point to Delnus and I'd be like, that is that weird cat that has been staring at all of us, and that Wigsler pointed out and that Integrity pointed out. It's weird.
What's weird about it? It's just a cat.
I don't know. Yeah, but it stares. It stares with its beady little cat eyes.
Do you not like cats?
I like cats.
But why'd you
This is
call
a
it
weird
beady
cat.
eyes? It's a cute cat,
Because-
Mira.
Yeah, but it's like a weird, cute cat. It has a deal. I just don't know what its deal is.
Are you gonna go talk to it?
I mean, I don't know if it's a talking cat. I mean, I do have that raincoat, and I didn't check it in.
She looks over her shoulder at the cat. The cat, its ears are pricked up and it's kind of sitting up now. Its tail is not flicking anymore. It seems to be alert to the fact that you are talking about it, Mira.
It knows we're watching it. That is not a regular cat thing.
Mira, I
I'm
think it's
just
just
watching
a bit-
it. Do you want to come with?
How would I wait here
Okay.
in case
I'll see you in a
something
sec.
bad happens? If you're not back here in like 15 minutes, I'm absolutely going to like
Leaving
sound
you.
the alarms and like think that something horrible has happened again.
No,
Just so
I'll be
you know.
I'll be in and out. Yep.
15
no,
minutes,
totally
literally.
Fair. I'll be speedy. You got it.
You're
I'm
like
timing it.
cursed
Yeah.
as you run.
I know.
So you run across the courtyard, and as you okay, I need you to describe for me, Sarah, what's the hastiness level and how
You know when
blatant are you being?
Okay, you know when you're crossing the road and the speed timing thing comes out and you're doing like that little half jog? Like you're not running and
Yep.
you're not walking, but you're just kind of like awkwardly it's that.
Like you have somewhere you have to be
Yeah.
more than people just meandering around.
A car is turning and you're like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry for holding you up.
Yes, it's very that.
There's a car in the middle of the market. It's one of the stalls. You want to buy a car?
Give me, but you're not trying to hide the fact that you're beelining
yeah,
it for the
but
cat.
I'm not like sprinting
Okay.
either.
Okay. Because everyone else would be like, what the fuck's that weirdo doing chasing cats? Okay. A couple of people like turn their heads as you rush by because it is pretty crowded. You see the cat, it hops through, it's like sitting on the breezeway windowsill. I guess it's not really a windowsill, just the breezeway sill as it were. And so it jumps down into the breezeway and starts like making its way into the building here. Let's say it's the illusion department and like
Ooh.
enters through some ajar doors. Would you like to follow after it?
Yeah.
Okay. You enter in, it's these grand arches. It's beautiful paintings on every single wall. The floor, it is covered in almost like moss in certain parts. Like instead of carpets or anything, there's like moss on the ground. And you see the cat meandering over to a statue in the center of the room. The statue is raised up on a plinth, and it seems to just be of some elf holding up a big scroll, like as if it's like showing the world something on the scroll. And the actual scroll, the statue is made of metal, and the scroll itself is just polished almost to a mere finish.
Okay.
Read!
The cat.
You were the dragon warrior the whole time.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What do you
Yes,
mean it's
like
blank?
Exactly
Secret
like that.
ingredient.
Oh my god. And the cat, Mira, is seated or lying on the feet of this statue, as if it was a real person.
I'm gonna like crouch down, like near it. I kind of just narrow my eyes, and I'm first gonna say in common, "What is your deal, cat? Why are you staring at us?"
Can I not just watch people?
Oh, you are a talking cat. Jeez. Okay. Oh, I thought I would have to dig out my raincoat. Yeah, but why are you watching us specifically?
The four of you seem a bit out of place, is all. And I got asked to keep an eye on you to make
Okay.
sure
You're not
No
wrong. I
one
guess we
went
are kind of out
missing.
of place. Who asked you?
my owner.
Who's that?
That's my business.
You're watching us. Became our
I would
business.
never. It's a familiar's business not to divulge their owner's identity.
Okay, well, I mean, listen. All right, you clearly know something is going on here and that we're out of place.
Yes.
Do you know why?
I would never tell you that.
I know why. I'm asking if you know
I don't
why.
want you to. I don't want anything horrible to happen to you. I would never say that.
I
Bad
didn't.
things happen to people who like talk about things like that. Don't you know? You should know that firsthand.
So you were watching that too. Okay, I see.
Well, I wasn't there.
So someone told you about it?
I'm just a regular cat. I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
know?
Okay.
You're a crazy woman talking to yourself in the illusion department.
Yeah,
Did you ever
okay.
think about that I might just be an illusory cat?
No. If you're an illusory cat and I'm going to reach out and try to pet it.
It's very soft, but you're not quite sure if it's fully material in all reality. Have you ever picked up Mr. Wiggles, Mira?
No.
Or touched him in any way? Okay.
I think I might have like
You might have
maybe
pet him a
touched him
couple
in
of
like the
times.
first
Yeah.
episode, but
It's that material. It's like it's like petting a cloud, I think, where it's like if you push too hard, you're scared your hand might go in, but it's
Yeah,
solid enough.
that's not an illusion. Okay, well, I'm gonna say right now, we know what the problem is. We already have a solution. If you know anything about us, then you should know that we've democratically decided what we're gonna do. It's
Oh, a
gonna
good
be
way.
fixed.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's fine. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there shouldn't
Groups
be a
of
problem.
people are great at solving problems, I've found.
You're a sarcastic cat. That's
I'm
great.
not being sarcastic, it's just my tone of voice.
I see. I
Again,
see.
not a real voice. I am a fake cat.
Okay. So what do you want exactly? Because look, we're fine. We have this dealt with.
You do? Why are you still here then?
Because there's a duel going on and we can deal with it after. If the world is gonna, shift back into place, this is probably not the best time for it to happen. Probably best for that to happen when this all just dies down.
When people are gone.
Right. From the campus, yeah.
Yes. We've been here for half a year, and it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and more people keep showing up. It's like an infinite festival.
What do you mean?
Autumn's End keeps ending. We stay here, hoping that we can just do exactly what you're saying and end it, fix it, set everything back on its right path, and then it starts again.
So you mean you've been experiencing Autumn's End over and over and over again?
Yeah. The days blend together.
Oh.
And no one has ever seemed quite out of place as the four of you. So my owner asked me to keep an eye on you and make sure you weren't here to break things.
Do you want us to be here to break things? Because we are gonna.
Well,
try
if
to
you
put
have a
this
plan,
right. We do.
and it involves more than just waiting for people to go and then...
No, look. We know the person, the entity in charge of time and the world and all that weird stuff.
Oh.
And we have a plan to make sure that whoever that is has the capacity to deal with it.
Interesting. So there's an entity in charge of time and everything?
I mean, I didn't meet them, but yeah.
Well, you just... okay, well, you're really passing on information. It's a little game of chasing the letter.
Well, I didn't know you didn't know that. I mean, but I told you something helpful, so...
I told you something helpful. I told you it just starts over and over again. Don't start
That's fair.
bargaining
That's
with me.
fair.
I'm
All
a
right.
fake cat.
No,
you're going
not.
crazy.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
fake. I'm not
Okay.
real.
Big Stinky, I don't know what
How-
you're talking about, but
How dare
that-
you
that's
call me
what
Big
Winsler
Stinky?
calls you. I don't know what to tell you.
I would die before I let someone from another world call me Big Stinky.
Then die then, because I guess it happened.
If you don't want us to say that, you're stinky and your owner's probably pretty stinky too, you should probably correct that misinformation.
I don't want to tell you my name.
Well,
People
then,
telling each other their names has historically been very bad when you're not from the same place.
okay, that's fair to be actually perfectly honest. I have had firsthand experience with something like that. Big Stinky is cool then, I guess. And All right.
What
we're
should
gonna
I
deal
call
with
you
it.
then, Stinky Elf?
Oh shit.
Wait, I surely shouldn't tell you my name either. Wait, but I
No.
did tell you Winsler's name.
You
and
told
he
me
didn't-
Winsler.
Is he okay? Did Winsler blow up? Did I blow up Winsler?
In the distance, another exploding lemon, but it was actually the
Somewhere in the
child.
distance.
eyes
sound in the
that
distance.
popped out.
Papa, I don't feel so good.
Well, we'll go with those pseudonyms then. We're dealing with it. If that
Okay.
satisfies you, are we
I'm gonna
cool?
watch you. We're cool. We were always cool. I just didn't want. I wanted to make sure you weren't going to absolutely demolish everything. You showed up day one and killed a woman.
Well, we didn't mean to. I don't think she died. I think she just went back to her own timeline, I hope.
I mean, she'll be back at the end of the week. So
it's like an every week cycle. Time
every
repeats
week,
itself,
a new group of people shows up.
and it just builds and builds. Okay, we'll deal with it before then. I will tell my friends to, we'll go find the new scop before the end of the week, and hopefully this will not be
Scop?
an issue.
Is that what they're called? The one in charge of time is a scop?
It's just a nickname that my friend, whose name I will not say, came up with. Oh, I did say her name earlier, didn't I? It's a thing Integrity came up with.
Oh, so you killed 2 of your friends.
No! I don't. You know what? I think I'm actually just gonna go check on them and make sure all of my friends are good
Yes.
and alive. But
Good
if
luck.
you're cool, we're cool.
Always cool.
Okay, good to
I've always
know.
been cool. You're the one who's acting like a weirdo talking to a cat.
Okay. Have a nice day then, Big
Of
Stinky.
course. Thank you, stinky elf.
You got it.
Have fun. Have fun on your date.
So apparently,
Thank you. I will.
It's been
apparently
17
Mira's
minutes.
the only crazy one for speaking to a cat, even though I'm the one who owns the cat and Big Stinky's owned by someone else.
He's just really judgmental, or they're just really judgmental, I guess.
That's a
I'm
cat
gonna-
for you.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna just run back to Delness and
Okay.
It's
let her
been
know
17
everything's
minutes
fine.
and
It was
Donna's
like
already
13 and a half minutes. She's like holding a small pocket watch up and is like standing holding her bag. Mira, she looks like she's about to start running off. Like she is like tapping her foot, her like a beads of sweat pouring down her forehead.
Delmas, I'm good, I'm fine.
Oh
Everything's
my
fine.
gosh. And she like drops into the grass and she goes, I knew it. I knew everything. Yeah.
Yep, all
I
good.
didn't.
We're good. Nothing
Okay.
horrible. It was
Was
just
it a-
someone's familiar.
Oh. And it's just been watching you?
It has been watching us, so I was right about that. But
That's really creepy.
it's familiars, so not the same as regular cats. But they are weirder historically, I think. It's all good. It's
Are
not.
you guys in danger?
We're not in danger.
Why is someone's cat watching you then?
I think it just likes to people watch, and it thinks we're weird. That's what I kind of gleaned. To be fair, we are weird.
Yeah. Okay.
All good. All good.
Okay.
All dealt with.
All dealt with.
Thanks for waiting and timing.
Good shit. And so, Amira, do you just continue sitting with Delmas for the day?
Yeah, I think
Or like,
it's just,
yeah,
chatting, hanging
go
out.
chat, hang out, head over
I will.
to
I
the
will talk
evocation
to my
department
friends
that-
when we join up
Yes.
together, but that's for another
Yes.
time.
Winsler Wallaby, the gnome wizard. What are you
Shatter.
doing? What are you doing? What's life
Dying.
like as a fucking pile of
The
glass?
last few
No.
minutes of life.
Well, I guess you could say I'm 1 in a million now.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Good episode title.
Okay, what are you doing today, though,
How
Winsler?
about you killed your
I-
two friends?
I'm hanging out with my parents in my room.
Oh, in your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am teaching them how to play chess.
Ooh. Okay.
Sophisticated.
And y'all
Are you
guys
good
watching.
at chess? Are you good at chess?
Debatable.
Like, is that something that you and Kurt do? Like when you were waiting for like golem materials to form, where you just like he would put on like a potion of some sort, like some sort of glue salve to like boil, and then you just play chess all night.
That, or he would be too busy doing what he was doing, and Windsor would play chess by himself, so like against himself.
Or against Mr. Wiggles.
Oh, that's good.
I think Mr. Wiggles is quite good at chess. I
Mr.
have a
Wiggles
good-
is way
Oh,
better at
that,
chess
like, pulls,
than
that pulls it back
than
into like
Windsor.
a full big picture, Ben, of like y'all went to the city. Okay, let's just do this as a fucking scene, boy. Okay, you're playing chess. Your father brought the chessboard from home.
Oh, it's so
Uh,
old and
It's so
raggedy.
old. Yeah, the little tiles are cracked. It's like a wooden board that like the pieces get stored inside, and you like fold it in half. Everything they brought with
so
them folds.
musty.
It's very musty. It's like it has a bit of water damage and it's like warped. I would like you to roll on intelligence check. What would be a good? Is there a good skill for how you would want? How does Winsler play chess, Ben?
I would imagine probably history,
Okay.
because I would imagine Winsler takes on past games and experiences against Mr. Wiggles, because Mr. Wiggles is way better at
He's
chess
very
than,
good at
than
chess.
Winsler is.
Mr. Wiggles.
So
AI.
but Winsler's good at picking stuff up.
Yeah. Okay.
Most
I
of
think
the
that's
time.
that's a really good roll. Roll history. I'm gonna roll luck for your dad because he doesn't know shit about playing chess.
I did roll for history, and that's probably the best roll I'll get this entire time. That's a 24.
Okay.
Damn.
Ooh.
not only is like your recollection, like you're like, all right, this is this current board state. I remember the time that Mr. Wiggles beat me using this move, and then I don't know anything about chess, so I'm just going to abstractly narrate. Sorry, this ain't no Queen's Gambit, folks. And so I think it's very easy to take a couple of games against your father. They're very quick. They're very short. He like chuckles to himself the first 3 games, and then the fourth one, when you beat him in like 3 moves, he's just like frustrated, and he like leans back in his small stool, and he goes, "Now you ain't cheating, now are you?"
No, I ain't cheating.
No, I ain't cheating. Just
No.
that big brain of yours.
Yeah, all that learning did me good.
All that learning did you good. We met your roommate's parents last night. I don't know if you met them yet.
Oh, did you?
Yes, the Orlanes.
I
Good
didn't-
folk. Not like down in the dirt kind of folks. They from the city, but mighty charming nonetheless. Mighty charming.
I didn't get a chance to meet them, and Kurt kind of left last night, and I haven't seen him since. So
All they did yesterday was talk. We just shared stories about. They were telling me about Kurt, and we was telling them about you, and it was just all the hours flew by. I don't even think I asked them their names. No,
Oh.
didn't ask them their names. Just know that they're the Orlanes. Their son's Kurt, top of the class. I know when his birthday is, where he was born, what his favorite foods are.
but
Like
but
the
you
first
didn't-
7 years of his life.
You didn't manage to get their names?
No, it never came up. You know, was too enthused. Talking about sons. You're not fighting now. Are you fighting him in the duel today, or is that some other time?
I think I'll be fighting him in the duel tonight. That's why he left my dorm last night, because he had some very important business.
Didn't want you snooping, or just
I guess, I don't know.
weirdo?
I mean, he usually just does stuff in our dorm anyway, even if I might be involved or not. So this was a little strange.
Okay. And Winsler, I gotta ask. And he'll point at Yogg, who's sitting in a chair in the corner of the room.
Awkward.
Just awkwardly sitting there. They have a wicker basket underneath the chair that has a bunch of just loose papers shoved into it. And your dad will go, "Oh, who's your friend there?"
Oh, that's my friend Yogg.
Oh, hello. And Yogg will go, "Hello."
Yeah, they're not very talkative.
They're a student here? Like they're your roommate too? They just shoved 3 of you in a room? I mean, you don't take up any space, so I see it. It's efficient, you know?
Yeah, they're a student here, and they're me and Kurt's other roommate. You know, we kind of had to do a little bit of convincing to get them to be in our dorm, but it made sense because I was small.
Well, if you're anything like your pa, charming, absolutely charmed the pants off him, told him, "This is what's happening. Ain't no other way about it." I can see it.
Yeah, right. Well, how's your visit been so far?
Well, not much has happened. Not wearing the shoes today like I promised.
I see that.
Might go out and get some sun later in the afternoon, just lie on the grass somewhere. Vendors seem a bit weird, mighty weird, especially compared to them ones in the Bridgefort, like the ones we buy seed from.
Yeah.
Beans, that type of stuff. Bought more beans this year, Winsler. Don't tell your ma, but I bought some beans this year. Traded a cow for them. Absolutely didn't turn out either. 20 years in a row, different bean salesmen sell me bad beans. You know, I'm just hoping one day I'll get some good beans.
Well, maybe while I'm here and during my learning and my studies, I might come across some beans. Some cool beans, like some rare beans, maybe. Maybe. I might be able to send them home.
Maybe. Well, you can just bring them home with you, like when you come back for winter vacation, right?
Yeah.
Yay. Winter break. Put you to work, all that sort of stuff. Shove that farmhand on out of there. Send him packing. Showed up on our doorstep one day, destitute. And I've never been on a farm before. Never seen a guy. Clan Claybeard, good enough fella.
I hope he's doing right by you.
So far. Keeps to himself mostly, but he's strong, does good work.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. But if you come back, we'll just shove him out for the season, and then he come back.
Did you happen to catch his name at all? Or do you just call him by farmhand? Because I know you're red.
Hey, farm boy. Yeah, call farm boy. Farm boy. Hey, farm boy. Got a big old beard, messy, long, greasy black hair.
Okay.
Couple tattoos.
Okay. Could you excuse me for 1 second? I just need to step outside real quick and get some air.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get off the bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna
waddle
bring
outside.
Mr. Wiggles with
I'm
you?
bringing Mr. Wiggles.
Okay. As you're like walking out the door, your mom's taking a nap, by the way.
Mhm.
As you're walking out the door, your dad will go, "Hey, you there, Yog, eh?" And Yog will go, "Yes, that is me." And your dad will go, "Come play chess with me." And Yog will look at you
Oh boy.
quickly for affirmation, Winsler.
I'm gonna nod really quickly as I'm like trying to get out the door.
Okay, Yog will stand up and walk over very stiffly, as if they're scared almost, Winsler, and sit down in front of your father and begin to try playing chess.
I never taught y'all how to play chess.
You run out into the hallway. You close the door gingerly behind you. What's up, Winsler?
I'm gonna pull Mr. Wiggles out of my hat
Yes.
with haste.
He looks at you as you hold him up in the air.
I look white as a ghost.
What? Is something wrong?
You know the whole thing back at
Wiggles was dead.
Nebulosis.
Wiggles was dead during that. He died.
Yup.
I know
got
it-
fried in
He
oil.
did get fried. Remember when we went?
Do you know? No, I wasn't there actually.
I know,
was,
but you were still with us
I
when
got
we went
kicked.
there. Yeah,
Yes.
I know. But
I was there up until the halfway,
so
I think, point of the arc.
something happened while you were out.
Yes.
We ended up.
An entire spire fell from what you told me.
We had a bit of a run-in with some bad people.
Mm-hmm.
One of those people I kind of took a liking to at the beginning when we were helping them out in the first place, which we probably shouldn't have done.
Mm-hmm.
Their name was Chudley. They were a dwarf.
And we cut to the Winsler or the Wallaby farm where a man is stacking hay in a barn, long, black, greasy hair, and miles away, while Winsler says his name was Chudley, he just lets out a single solitary sneeze in the autumn air.
No!
And that's where we'll end this episode,
Oh my
folks.
gosh, is this a slasher movie? Where Chudley kills Winsler's parents?
No!
Ben, could you do us an outro?
Oh my god.
God, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trials Trebuchets because I am devastated. Please leave a review and a rating on our Apple Podcast page. It really helps us out a lot by spreading the word to the people that you care about.
Yes.
We also have social media pages at Instagram and Twitter at Trials and
Yes.
Trebs.
Yes.
You can see lots of cool stuff like fan art on there, and we also
And-
have previews
yes.
for upcoming episodes every Tuesday.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
Tuesday.
Very punctual Instagram.
Yes, we also have links to our Discord server in the description below the episodes on the
It's
website
true.
that you use to listen to this podcast. You can
Yes.
join and you can speak with a lot of cool people who are also
Yes.
fans of the podcast.
Yes.
It's very cool. I like it.
It's neat.
Neat.
Neato.
For those who are feeling extra generous, we also have a Patreon page where you
Yeah.
can give us money to help us live and continue doing what we
wanna
love to
live.
do, which
It's
is
true.
running
I
this
like living.
podcast.
I like running this podcast and not having to stay late on Friday nights.
Donate
like
if you
running
want, but
this
we're not
podcast
going to
when we
force
want.
you.
Yeah, you can get some neat stuff over there. There's bloopers, notes, Patreon NPCs, maybe.
Lots
Sarah?
of cool stuff.
Sarah, you looked like you were gonna say something.
No, I was just doing like the infomercial guy.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Yeah.
That is the end of this infomercial.
Yeah, patreon.com/trialsandtrebs. The rest of it, thank you everyone for listening this week. We didn't do exactly what I expected at all, which was fight kids, as Sam said an hour ago.
Third time's a charm.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna do
We'll
this
beat up
again
some kids
next time, and
This
then
was
we're gonna
fun.
actually
Fought a
fight
cat.
kids. That's the
All
plan.
right.
Nearly threw him.
Bye everyone. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.